Hey guys, hi, how are you guys? It's your girl Janet, and it's another day, it's another time to move. So, where are we moving to? We are moving to the land where I'm doing a lot of things at the same time, trying to make a home for myself and for my family. And so let's go with you. This is Marindi, or not Marindi, Malindi. You know where I come from? I represent them well. Every day, every second, every time I open my mouth, I represent them very well. So when I say R and I'm supposed to do R, now you understand my thing. So guys, yeah, so let's move. And here we are already in my home, my future home. I don't stay here, but I come more often, and this is how it look like. And yes, I have chicken, and I think it's a day that we will eat chicken with you. I don't know where you'll eat it from. And before that, those are my frames that they need to be going to be repaired because I bought the wrong one, and so they cannot fit my doors, so they are going to the carpenter shop, to the workshop to be repaired, or maybe they'll do a new ones because they say these ones are fake one and my doors are so good for these frames. They are weak, they are not from good material, like everything. They complain of everything. I know nothing, and I'm the one who bought it, and they said I should not go on building with them or fixing them on my doors because my doors are heavy. My doors are good ones, and there he goes. And they're supposed to be four, but the motorbike cannot take four of them. And as that happened, so there's another here, the landlord. She's here. She's supposed to be sleeping on the eggs because she's looking for a baby, for babies. But now she decided she will go through the roof and not the door because the door is open and she needs to be going. So I don't know for how long she'll be there because I'm also not moving. So as we go on, I feel like I need to eat chicken today, and I have been having chickens long enough, and I think today we can have some, maybe two of them. And my boy Baraka and my boy Imani, they are the one who will be slaughtering our chicken today. And I'm so surprised that Amani, this is Amani, he knows it how to do it. He know how to do all this. And at first I thought he only know how to take the head off. But later I came to realize he knows more than I think. And also, him being so young, I thought he knows nothing, We have not been friends for long, so I don't know much about the small boy. But today, he saw me coming and he followed me and he want to hang out with me and Baraka. So we have more chickens here. It's not that, but some are from my neighbors. You can see my neighbors there. Some are from them. And so they can sense that the environment has become toxic. So by the way they're doing and running and checking and looking, they can tell it's bad. Something is going down, and maybe they're the next. And Iman is already done. Can you imagine? I couldn't stand there. I couldn't even be near him, but he's done. And now the rest of the things I thought Baraka will be doing, but no way. Imani know how to do it. He will also do it. So let's see. And yes, here it is. They also do a bit different. I was thinking this chicken, we will dip them in the hot water, but instead, this is how they are doing it. And I was almost to tell them it will not be possible, but I said, hold on, Janet. They have been doing this long enough. Because for me, I only did once in my lifetime, and it wasn't easy. It was so messy. So for them, it's very easy. As you can see, very easy for them. Oh, it's like nothing. And for Imani, that was a big surprise. I was shocked. I think surprise is not a good word. I was shocked to see that Imani can do. I think he's about 10 to 11 years. If I'm not wrong, I'm not sure. And he's doing it very well. It's like he has been doing it all his life at 10 years. Or maybe he does a lot with the parents or the siblings or whoever. He does a lot because he could fear nothing. Like nothing was, he was not doing it like it's the first time. He was doing it like he does it every day. And so they are done to take the skin off. Is it the skin or the feathers? It's done. Whatever, it depends with where we went to school. And so I blame my English teacher. So this is how it's going. The cooking pot that we are using, it's a bit small, so we are doing more round of water. So yeah, it was beautiful to know that this small boy Imani can do a lot. And that's another thing. When you grow up in the village, you are able to do a lot of things that people in the city, they will not be able to do. But as young as Imani, I can tell he can do a lot more than what he's doing right now. So yeah, I left them doing it, and we see how this will go. Looked like it's gonna be okay. Looked like, yeah, the water is going on, and we are putting more firewoods. But now we need to take off the skin of the chicken. There are those small things that they still stick to the skin, and no matter how much you pull it, they're still there. So this is how a better way. This is a better way to do it when you burn it on the fire. And I got to know this at my 40. I never knew this is a thing. And I could tell Baraka knows how to do it. I think for me, the only thing I know about the chicken is eating. But I'm blessed to meet people who knows how to do the chicken. And so we are burning every thing stick on the skin before we wash it. So let's do this, every part of it, so we don't have to scratch it with the knife, or we don't have to continue pulling with our nails, with Baraka's nails and Imani's nails, because they can be a bit stubborn. And I could tell by what they were doing. Okay. So yeah, let's watch and see how far this will go. Uh, it need to be checked over and over again. And I don't like it the way the feet are there. It still look to me like it's alive just because the feet are there. But yeah, it doesn't scare them. It doesn't make them feel in a way. So Imani is given the chicken to take off the things in the stomach. How do you call that? So I don't know if she's able to do that. Let's see. But the way he handled the knife, I don't know. This boy, So the thing with things in the tummy, chicken stomach, there's one thing that people say, that it's very bitter if it's taken wrongly from the stomach. It can make everything sour. I don't know. I have never tasted any sour chicken for me to know how it tastes when that one thing it's busted in the wrong way. So I'm talking to Baraka about it, and I'm asking Baraka how true is that? And it's like Imani knows all about that because they're not talking about that thing. I'm the only one who is worried about it. So as Baraka get to do the same with the second chicken, because I wanted to have two chicken today. And another thing, with the feathers, they looked so big. Oh, so big. You see that red hen there? Is it hen? Is it a cock? The big chicken there. They were looking, these two naked chicken, they were looking like that red one there. They looked so big. But when the feathers were out, they looked so skinny. I'm actually doubting if it was ready, but Baraka is saying they were ready. And they're so yummy and they're so fatty. I can tell, yeah? They're fatty. And that's another thing that I was asking myself, why are they fatty and yet they don't eat a lot there? There's nothing, I guess in the city there's a lot to be eaten by the chicken, all the nonsense things in the city. But here in the village, they are limited with things. So I was not expecting this chicken to be fatty. Or what make chicken to be fatty? Maybe I have no idea what make it fatty. So yeah, it's happening. They're taking off the things in the tummy, in the stomach, or whatever you call it. But thank God you can see. And don't mind the hygiene. I was also to look down on it. I was also to ignore that, because if that's how they do things and they're still alive, they still have a good health. And I have never seen people who are healthy like these people from this place. And if they do things like this and they're still healthy, who am I to tell them, oh, the place is dirty? Who am I to tell them how to handle it or how to do it better? So, and also it's good to allow people do how they know how, even for us to learn new things, and also to know life is not so serious, you know. Um, and yeah, and this is also telling me, if you're not thinking of hygiene thing, maybe what we think it can find you, it will not find you. Because tell me why these guys, they do things like this and they're okay. That's why I shut up, so that I can see how they do things, and at least for me to learn new things. And I'm learning a lot. Me seated here, I'm learning a lot, and watching them doing this, it's a beautiful thing, and they're so kind, just to allow me to sit and they do it. So it's time to wash it. So finally we were to wash it. But one thing I know, later I will wash it with lemon juice. I know, all vinegar. I normally do with vinegar, but I'm out of vinegar in my house. It's out of stock, if I say. I don't know if that's a good word, but I don't have vinegar right now in the house. That's the word. That's my point. So I will use lemon. I have seen people doing lemon, washing with lemon. So I'll do the same. That's why I'm allowing them to do what they know how. And for me, I will also later do how I know how. But later, because I'm supposed to take these two chicken with me. So when I will be doing it, they will not be there. But also if they were there, I could have explained it to them. I would have told them, this is how I wash things. So yeah, this is inside things. I don't know how they are called. I don't know. So Baraka is trying to separate them one by one, and they're all different. And I don't remember when I was this I don't remember when I was this I will not say idle. I don't remember when I was just seated to see some things like this happening. I have been so busy in my life, rushing up and down, getting worried of many things as a business person, learning up and down, running life how I know how, uh, and when you live such a life, you have no time just to sit down and watch things like this. You don't have time to just enjoy life. And this is one thing I like and I love about off grid. Off grid, it's slow living. You can just wake up in the morning to sit down and watch things grow, or watch things learning, or running, or just wake up to sunrise, or wake up to just sit down, and have a book and read a book, or host people in your outside kitchen and cook with your friends, and a lot, and they're all fun. Because tell me tell me one thing that it's not fun when you're doing off grid. Like now it's very fun. I'm just seated worrying about nothing, not worrying about the business, not worrying about the children, not worrying about life, just watching these two beautiful people in my life, doing what they're doing, and they're enjoying it. I can tell they're really enjoying it. You can see Baraka's smile. you know so I'm asking him if those things are eatable, and he said yes, because every time we are buying chicken in supermarket or in butcheries, they don't have those inside things. So we are not used to eat those things. And this is what he's telling me right now. That it's very eatable. It's very nice, It's make a nice stew. I don't know if they're gonna boil it or they're gonna barbecue it or how they're gonna do it later, because I will not be around. Maybe I'll be have gone. But yeah, you can tell this is not something that they are learning to do now. They have been knowing it, and it's very easy for them to do that. But another thing I was thinking when I was seated here, this door, it used to be a door, this blue thing, it used to be my old door. So it's now a chopboard. So anything in off-grid life, it's can turn to be something else. Can you imagine having this big chopboard? I didn't know a door can become a chopboard. And when I was looking at it and I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, anything is possible. And life is not so serious if my door can turn to be a chopboard. So you can tell we are having fun. And also I was asking Barak, and I'm asking Baraka, does chicken eat glass? Grass. I told you about R and L. Because tell me why this thing has grass on it. And also this skin has to go down completely for the meat to be soft. So we have new babies. We need to see. Ta-da! There are 8 new babies in my home. And there are 7 more chickens that they are sleeping on the eggs. Is it hatching? Is it what? I don't know. I blame my English teacher, I said. So we have more 7 chicken ready to give us more chicks. And very soon we'll be having a lot of chicks. And because of that, I'm thinking of building a big house or a better house for the chicken. I'm thinking, what kind of a chicken coop will I do? Because I need a big one. Um, because more chicks are coming. Maybe by the end of this month, I'll be having maybe 20 chicks, God willing. Because if this one gave me 8 chicks, I don't know about other ones, how many chicks they will give me. And you know, in my where I come from, we don't count chicks, so I cannot count those eggs to tell you how many chicks they will be. So see Imani, he's now barbecuing the chicken head. Can you imagine that? I have never seen this happening before. So I'm watching it and I don't want to ask him anything because he might feel like I'm judging him. I don't know how he can feel. So I'm not asking him. Why is he barbecuing the head? You know, these 2 heads. Will he go later eat them like that? Will he make a soup out of it? What will happen? Is he taking it to maybe an animal at home? So I'm just watching him doing it and he's done. So, and as I do this, there's other things in my mind that I'm thinking of doing. Now that we are done with the chicken, I have packed my chickens, and now I'm thinking of going to see the trees. We have been planting a lot of trees in my home, in my future home, and I also feel like it's already a home for me. We have been doing a lot of trees, eh? And what is in my mind right now, seated here, it's to go and you know they are not near to where I am, and this is it. We have been planting them, and I don't know if you can see it well. You can see those places that they are wet. Those are trees that when they grow longer or taller, they will cover our fence, and our fence and the fence will give us privacy, because right now we are so open to everybody and everybody, anybody and everybody. I don't know what I said, but yeah. So I'm looking how they are doing. They are very new. I think they are 2 days old, and so we bought them the way they look like. So nothing has changed, and I was not expecting to see any change. It's only 2 days, but I'm happy that Baraka is watering them. And it's a lot of work watering trees, 5 acres trees. I cannot tell you how many pieces are there. And I think you can also see my coconut trees next to these ones, to new ones. And they're also doing well. But I think I need to correct this plastic black, nylons out of the land now. I think they're done with what I wanted them to do. And you can see on our other videos what we were doing with those nylons. This is my coconut tree. They're still, coming up. Very slow though, but no rush, especially in Africa. But you can see my new trees, all those wet places, those are new trees. They have no leaves yet. And I'm hoping they will, give me the privacy that I'm looking for. Because me being here, I feel like, why should everybody know what I'm doing in my compound or see me doing everything? Or why should everybody know that I'm home? There are these trees also. These trees, I think they are the slowest trees ever because they are here like 3 months. And I bought them this size, or maybe slightly small. But you cannot see the change. And I'm not happy that some have dried up. But as a farmer, I think it's expected. That this one is dried. Yeah, it's dried, but there's a small one down here. And as a farmer, this is expected, but I'm not ready to lose. I'm ready to gain or to be rewarded of my good job. They costed me a lot, the transport, the buying them, the money that I bought them, they have been costing Bahati, Baraka time to water them, the energy to water them. All our minds has been on these trees for the longest. And so that's why I'm a bit heartbroken to see the drying up after 4 months. And so the rain has stopped. So what else can we do? Just water them and see what will happen next. But I'm glad that we still have some. So we need to know what to do with these ones before they dry up. There's a way you can cover them from the sun. So I'm thinking of giving Baraka that idea so that we can do that. We cover them so that they will be, have shade, not be exposed, so much exposed to the sun. Like this one, it's drying up. It's very heartbreaking. And so it's lunchtime. My neighbors' cows, all my neighbors, they are here to take some water and they are fighting because they are so thirsty. And you will not believe all these are babies. I don't know where their mothers and their fathers are. They are all babies. So you can imagine how many cows that owner has. And so they are giving Baraka a hard time because we don't have a good space or a good space to feed them from. We are using this small thing here. I didn't know this kind of suffering that has been happening in my land. And today I got to see this. And because of this, I'm thinking of what else can I do for these cows to get a good place to drink water from. A wider space, where they can be feeding all of them at the same time. So it's heartbroken. It's how will I say it? It doesn't make me feel happy or proud of myself seeing them fighting for water because there's no space for them to take water from. And I feel like I can do better. And so you guys, you can give me an idea of how to go about it. Because there's a lot of things coming to my mind and I'm looking for a permanent solution for this. So yeah, and since I saw this, it's really bothering my mind. It's stuck in my mind. And I know when you're watching this, you're also feeling the same. But yeah, thank God they have water and we have water because I don't know if we didn't have water where they could have taken from. But when I asked around, I was told they used to be taken very far from here to go take water there. But now that I'm here, they thank God that they can find water near to them. So all these are my neighbors. How many are they? You can count them. They are all my neighbors. And their mothers and their fathers are not here. All these are babies. And there's a lady here. Let me show you. But before that, this is where we are getting the water from. And Imani is helping. Oh, Imani is very kind. He's waiting for water to get into this and take it to the cows. So this is kind of Imani. And I told you he can do a lot. And he like working. That one I can tell for sure. So this lady also is on the queue waiting for these babies to go for her to feed his own cows, but his cows are big. And you can tell they can't wait. They are so thirsty also. It's very hot here in Malindi. So they are so thirsty also. They need to take some water. And that's why the lady is, standing there to allow the babies to take water first before they go and distract the babies to take water. And so the babies they are good. to go back. I think they take rest before they go to eat later. And you can tell, oh, this cow is thirsty. It's thirsty. He could or she couldn't wait. And you know, me watching this, I thank God for provision, because He's the one who provides, and He has provided for this water. You know, and this lady has to do this because they cannot take water at the same time on this small blue, basin, and the cows are big, so they will have to do one by one. But again, the ladies is telling me that she want to go and cook for her children, and then come feed the the cows later, and that didn't sink well with me because I could tell how thirsty they are. Why wait? And how long will it take her to feed them and then go? But yeah, I mind. I'm done with that, and now it's time to go home, rest, and look forward to tomorrow to see what else we should do for the community. And so thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, like, and share. And yeah, give us more ideas on how to do things. If you see something that we should change and you have a good idea, a better idea, please let us know. So thank you. I can't thank you enough because you have been so kind. You have been sticking around and you've been watching our videos with all the love. And so thank you so much. Bye. Kisses. Mwah.